Hi, this is Corncod1 of Nationalist News and Notes. I think there's a new strategy being formed on the left. Just last week, Hillary Clinton made an interesting statement that she believed that Europe has to somehow handle its migration crisis. One assumes by being a little bit tougher in admitting legal and illegal immigrants. And she's not the only figure on the left or on the side of the New World Order that's taking that tack right now. It might be something coordinated. You probably remember a couple of months ago the Der Link Party in Germany, which is interestingly, left of the Social Democrats, started making noises about restricting migration. Also, one of the people that is trying to grab the crown of Angela Merkel in Germany, one of the aspirants for it, has also said that there should be some sort of limit on migration and a tougher policy. And I think there's been statements from other establishment figures across Europe and the United States about moderating things. I know there were some left-wing political parties in Eastern Europe that are taking a more moderate position. Political parties that, are members of the Socialist International and such. So I think it's very interesting that there's been a sudden change in tactics in the worldwide left in particular and the New World Order in general. I think it's because they see themselves losing. They see things falling apart. Nationalists have taken over in most of Eastern Europe, and if not nationalists, populists. So I think there are some great trends there, and, Switzerland, Italy, they're gaining ground in Sweden, they're gaining ground in even Spain now, which has a leftist government, but there are signs that there's a new populist nationalist party there, plus the Popular Party, which is the sort of traditional center-right party. They're even going anti-immigration with their new leader, Pablo Casado. And it appears, Angela Merkel's political career is in ruins. Macron's political career is in ruins. And May's political career is in ruins. And so I think we're seeing the beginning of a desperation move by the New World Order. Even in the United States, I think the neoliberals will start fighting the far left for the party. And the neoliberals will begin, as it's begun with Mrs. Clinton, will begin taking a moderate rather than a ridiculously pro-immigration, both legal and illegal. So I think all this nonsense about getting rid of ICE, I think that will fall silent very soon. Because, these people coordinate amongst each other. They're not like, they're not disorganized like a sack of cats, like the right is in the United States. And so I think they're going to take a more moderate position to save themselves. Well, we got them where we want them. And we have to make it very loud and clear, both populist nationalists in Europe and populist nationalists in the United States, that we're not we're not going to go for half measures when it comes to immigration. That we're going to stop third world immigration into the United States, and we're going to stop third world immigration into Europe. And we're not going to go for half measures. You know, I think their plan to overwhelm European civilization with third world Muslim and Hispanic immigrants, you know, is still in their plan. I mean, even if a lot of it was stopped today, they'd still come a point, you know, 30, 40 years from now when European Americans, for example, will become a minority. So the time has come for nationalists to take an even harder line against immigration. You know, for example, the Sweden Democrats take a very, well, you know, they're against third world immigration, but, you know, they're very moderate. You know, Trump has to stop yakking about making a deal on DACA. And so, yeah, we have to take an even harder line in order to keep the people on our side. The people, you know, there's a significant portion of the electorate in the United States and huge proportions of the electorate now in Europe that are anti-immigration. We have to keep it that way. You know, we can't afford for the left to triangulate on this, and we have to continually remind the people that it's the left, you know, it's the Kalergi plan in Europe, you know, it's the plan that started in the United States with the passage of the 1965 Immigration Act, and that their objectives still remain the same, and that at least we won't be fooled anymore by the left and by the New World Order center right that want to fill the country with third worlders so that rich people can have maids and gardeners and pay them crappy wages. No, 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 no. Well, this is Corncod, one of Nationalist News and Notes, signing off.